Yes, John Holdren, the textbook Ecoscience, just type in creepy quotes. I mean, you'll be just
What
shocked
was
and
the other
appalled.
point you want to make in relation to our earlier conversation?
Sure. You were talking about men and women and how they relate and how it's attacked by the few that want to control the many.
An evolution.
An
for
evolution,
me,
sure.
Would be, as a male,
Yes.
evolving beyond the primitive urge to dominate the female.
Right.
And for a female to
Right.
evolve beyond the tendency
Right.
to allow ourselves to be dominated by a
Right.
man or the structure or the system to dictate their views, beliefs, what they do with their time. Evolving beyond collectively what we currently are.
Mm-hmm.
Very important.
Well, I wanted to relate it to occult concepts, and I will tie that in because it's very important. Okay, believe it or not, if you want to study the occult, study the Bible. Okay, read Proverbs. It says in Proverbs that, okay, a man who knows his wife knows the mind of God. I mean, think about that for a second.
Oh,
I mean,
wow. You're making me want to read some
knows
Rumi
the
now.
mind of God. Okay, this is Solomon the king.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's a far cry from, you know, the Bible as something that
I got
that
one
oppresses
more.
women.
Okay,
You know,
one that loves life, loves and cherishes and protects women.
Absolutely.
One that hates life,
Sure.
desecrates the womb. And,
Sure.
and so this is what they want
Sure.
to get people focused on
Sure.
through the mass media machine. If you just do some channel surfing after, before, and during the show, maybe some people have the PIP function where you can watch Box and Box. You can see
Now,
what I'm saying.
Let me tie in how we can defeat this attack on
Which is the
men
most
and women
important
and
thing.
trying to drive wedges between us
I'm
and have
excited.
us infight.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
Really?
If you study the occult, you don't have to read all these esoteric books. There's a
Okay.
very few. There's a few very simple things that you can teach people. And here it is, folks. You are what you think. You become what you say. Every word out of your mouth has an incredible amount of power.
Oh, Mike, you sound so new agey.
Not new agey at all. It's
We're just bees. It's always been this way. Why
That
don't you just
ex-
relax, put a collar on. Put
You're-
a collar on me. Oh, God, Mike.
perfect, Alex. You're illustrating exactly how they keep
I'm
us from thinking this way.
liberated.
That's the way they keep us from thinking this way, is that they make it cheesy. If you can culturally make everything that has innate, intrinsic value as cheesy, oh, I love you, Alex, and I mean that from my heart. You know, and there's some guy somewhere going, oh, well, you must be a fag. No, I'm in contact and I commune with the nurturing part of myself as a man. That's true balance. And women have to commune with the more dominating, forceful, fire type energy in themselves. But if they can convince us that we are different, you know, men have this role and women have that role, they can manipulate us into infighting. Okay, so if you are what you are what you think and you become what you say. Okay, the first word for God, the first grotesque, the very beginning base word to describe people what God is in Kabbalah is Yahweh, or Yod Hid Vav Hiv. It's illustrated by a upward pointing triangle meaning fire, the male energy, and a blue triangle facing down. The blazing star, or the hexagram, that's the balance of men and women. So the best thing we can do to fight the few that want to control the many is to come together with women. And I'm not talking about sex. I'm talking about actually getting beyond our ego and our intellect and
coming
actually
together
listening to
with
them.
Men,
Yes.
Again, outside sex.
Sure.
Unless that's, you know,
And-
the
and-
persuasion that we are, but to have brotherly
Sure.
friendships with men and not
Sure.
be so threatened when
Sure.
there's other men around.
Sure.
When I go to the gym, Mike, there's this gym I go to in Southeast. I mean, I could just go on and on, but I'm really not going to because it's boring. But when you're young and you're working out and, you know, someone feels jealous because you're younger than them, and you're not as overweight or you're not struggling with certain things, you can feel that jealousy, you can feel that resentment. If I'm going crazy on the heavy bag, always looking over going, is that guy dangerous? Could I take him? Could he take me? And always been in that monkey mind of competition. Guys, it's a friggin' gym. Let us work out, drink our water, and have a great day in the sunshine.
Sure.
Leave that ego crap at the door. So it
Sure.
works so many levels.
Now, I just rattled off these things like it's easy. It's not easy. Relationships are work. You know, I'm in a committed relationship right now with a woman I love very much.
Right.
But it takes effort for me to actually learn from her what I should be learning. It's learning how to be compassionate, learning how to actually communicate with women in a way that they feel what you're saying. It's very hard, but it's worth it.
And you guys met each other through me.
Yes, I did, and
it's
thank
like-
you for that. Yeah.
No, and one thing I want to say for myself as I try to personally evolve
Sure.
is that there's always going to be that member of the opposite sex or same sex that you might see walk down the street that you find attractive. when you become more spiritual and you really, really start evolving to the next level, and I'm trying to get to the next level, but what happens is you begin, Mike, to be less sexually attracted to lower conscious energy.
Right.
And you begin to seek to only be with people of a similar conscious wavelength or higher, not lower, because when you have sex, it's an exchange of energy. I believe it's an exchange of information on the telepathic
Or
realm.
just a conversation, Alex. Like,
the
think
type
about
of
it.
Space that you keep
Right.
with others is very, very important.
Right.
So for me, evolving would be to only seek those mindful relationships. And, you know, the last thing somebody would want to do, I would think, if they're choosing a more conscious route, is to accidentally get someone pregnant who's not as conscious, therefore creating a less conscious baby on the planet called Earth. I think when conscious people come together and procreate,
Sure.
it's a beautiful thing, because it's
Right.
a pass on of information of where that biological computer's energy happens to be.
Sure.
So the lives that we live, the thought that we have, the things we put in our body, all of that gets passed on through the ovaries, through the semen,
Sure.
to the baby.
Absolutely. I think it's very important for us to understand the relationship between what we're watching and consuming as media and the relationship of our daily lives. It's not innocuous. I know I've said this 3 times, but mass media is not. It's when you watch something on TV, it's not over once you turn the TV off. You know, the way the mind works. Okay, if you study hypnosis, a hypnotist will tell you that to get somebody in a suggestive state, you have to get them in the alpha state. Well, Herbert Krugman in the mid 1960s started a revolution in advertising, because he was a research scientist. He took one of his secretaries and attached an electrode to her brain, and within 30 seconds, her brain started producing a predominance of alpha waves. Now, alpha waves is that state of the mind where you are more suggestible. It's a deep relaxation. 30 seconds, and then you start to have things permeate into your consciousness in a profound way, as deeply as a hypnotist is placing it in there. And that was in like 1964 or 1963. Herbert Krugman was a ground zero for advertising. He started a whole new revolution of advertising science. And now what we have on TV is light years beyond that. I've seen patents for the flicker rates of TVs that keep people's mind in a very narrow bandwidth of
You're going to
consciousness.
cover this in your film.
I am.
Real quickly, because we got a
Sure.
few minutes left. Tell
Sure.
people where they can find your online content.
Sure. I have a YouTube channel. I've busted my hump. Started making videos in 2007. It's called Cat Rapes Dog 99. Yes, it's not a joke. Cat Rapes Dog 99 is my YouTube channel, and it's mostly political stuff. There's some gardening stuff there.
Power roll. One YouTube channel at a time.
Yes.
YouTube.com/CatRapesDog99. You can find me and find him on my friends list. Let's blast through this very, very fast.
Sure.
Why silver prices have crashed from $50 to $32? The answer is
Ouch.
manipulation. This is, wow. We had Max Kaiser.
Yeah.
He's leading the whole take down JP Morgan, buy silver. Silver is still something you want to invest in, but
Man, somebody's got stretch marks around the round muscle about that one. Ouchie. Bad investment.
we also have this one. Russia, China signed deal to switch to trade in rubles and won. And so there's lots of information there on the web. The next article, Mike, has the one on silver, but we are going to go rapid fire now. We are going to go rapid fire in rapid succession. Boom, boom. Thank you, ma'am. Wham, bam. Sunflowers to clean radioactive soil in Japan.
Awesome.
One after the other, like the 1-2 punch. Campaigners in Japan are asking people to grow sunflowers to help decontaminate radioactive soil in response to the Fukushima nuclear disaster that followed March's massive quake and tsunami. So that's a good one. It's a nice story there.
Sure.
Flowery. Lovely.
I think it's wonderful
Okay, let's go to the next
that we
one.
can totally
I know
clean
you
up the
really
environment
wanna-
with these things, you
Well,
know?
talking about clean up the environment, I know you've got a lot to say about this one. Now, we all know those Japanese can be a little kinky. Well, this gets a little kinkier. Japan scientist synthesizes meat from human species. Human feces. Read the first paragraph of that.
Oh man, Japan scientists synthesize meat from human feces. Somehow this feels like a Vonnegut plotline. Population bomb equals food shortage. Solution: synthesize food from human waste matter.
Oh my God.
Absurd, yes, but Japanese scientists have actually discovered a way to create edible steaks from human feces.
This is straight from the Yes Man.
Wait. This entirely this redefines the term tastes like it. Yeah.
Now,
Right,
how do
right.
we want to approach the next one? TSA asks a 95-year-old woman to remove her adult diaper. Do you think this is related with the study?
I think it's possible. Hey, maybe the TSA is working with the Japanese scientists. Maybe they're mining the underwear for new food. You know, eat recycled food. Al Gore would love this stuff. And speaking of Al Gore, I think that should be on the menu when he finally goes to prison for environmental fraud. They should put the poop steaks on his plates. That's what I think, personally.
Al Gore's a god.
He's
the most handsome little
yes.
president
Oh,
of the
yes.
Clinton administration. Politician, that is. Okay, look,
Right.
let's cover this real quick. Bill, get the last track ready, which would be track number 3 on the DVD player. We're going to go out to that in about 30 seconds' time. Giant asteroid to narrowly miss the Earth. Excuse me, that's what we have in the news right now. Mike, you'll have to skip forward, hop, skip, jump to the further forward articles. And just go ahead and show those, Mike, because we're out of time. But these are some things you might want to look at on the internet about some of these asteroids that may be coming into our atmosphere. I'm going to be out next week. PCM will be closed. I'll be at the Rainbow Family Gathering. Give me a call. Email me if you plan on going to Rainbow. I'm actually going to be taking Mike up there. We're actually going to be hanging out for about a week. And so, wish me luck.
And we're going to go and
fun and
beat some drums and get back to our manhood.
This is a video that Mike made several months ago. It's a great video, Mike. And by the way, thanks for coming on.
It's nice to be here,
We will
Alex.
see all of you the week after next. Take care.
That was fun. Are we on now?
There is no audio. There is no audio. There is
It's a very
no
dangerous
audio.
thing because now it means that the entire social order, the political parties, intellectual life, politics in general, all based on a monstrous myth. Monstrous myth.
Those weapons of mass destruction got to be somewhere. Nope, no weapons over there.